Hi, and welcome to the 10 square meter workshop and part 3 of my big box build. Before I go any further, I'm going to need some hinges, and I'm going to make these. Why? One, it's quite hard to find the sort I need. Surface mount stop hinges in brass. And secondly, what's the point of having machine tools if you don't use them to make things? So, let's get started. The hinges are a bit unusual. They're designed to only give a quarter turn, so the lid stays open. When you open the lid, you want it to stop about here, not go all the way. And to do that, you need stopped hinges. You can, of course, have a tie here, a piece of chain or whatever, but that's not really engineering. So I shall be making these out of the brass I've saved from the handles and a piece of 3/16 brass for the other part. The originals are bent sheet, but these can be solid brass. The first step is to square up the slabs. Having got the width to 35mm and the end square, I'm next going to drill the hinge pins, as these are crucial references. Using the centre finder and the DRO's off feature, I find the centre of the part. I then find the end and then come in equidistant from the end to half the width and centre drill. Followed by a 2.5mm drill. The bottom pieces are similar, except the hole is set to be equidistant between the end and the bottom. That's the 4 holes drilled, and I'm glad that's done. A lot of tool changes. I next cut out the leaves for the hinge, 7mm for each slot. Flipping the part horizontal, I then surfaced out the centre, and then formed a web in the middle. Last job in this setup is to spot the 4 holes for mounting. I can now remove it and separate it into the 2 upper plates. The knuckles are formed on a thicker lower piece in exactly the same way. The height of the knuckles is reduced to 4.5mm, the same as the top part that fits it. The lower part is then reduced to 3mm thickness, and then the webs are machined out in the same way. And here is the result in the raw, unfinished state. Cleaned up, but not yet polished, they look like this. The pin is 2.5mm stainless steel. Thank you, Amazon. The idea is that when it opens, this piece here acts as a stop, so it can't go any further. So it's a 90-degree turn, or slightly over. One final machining operation. The stop here has a ridge at the back. I'm going to knock that off. No need to have it. It's a cosmetic cut, so I shall do it by eye. Sorry, machining purists. Before and after, I think it looks a bit neater. Hinge pins in and ready to fit. I shall do the polishing at the very end. The hinges were fitted using dome-headed slotted screws. And here they are in action. Quite firm. Well, that's another part of the build completed. Do come back next time for the next phase. See you then.